And we are live. Hello, ladies. How are you? It's Anita here from Sequins and Sand. If we've not met before, a big hello to you. Welcome to Sequins and Sand land. If you are watching the recording, because I know most of you will do that, I hope you've got your feet up and that you are relaxed, kicking back, ready to take in the goodness of these new cozies that have just landed here at Sequins and Sand. Now, here at Sequins and Sand, our mission is simple. We want you to feel super confident so that when you step out on the sand in your cozies, you live summer the way in your heart you want to, no holding back. We do that through our online store, sequinsandsand.com.au, and it's based here in Brisbane, Australia. And we also do it through our wonderful experiences and expert fitting advice. So today is all about showing you a fabulous new swimwear collection that has just landed here. It's from Genevieve, a great Aussie label. Sonia is based in Victoria. And just as a bit of a background with this, we have been waiting. This was supposed to land in July. And I don't think Sonia will mind me telling you that. Girls, this is what's happening in COVID times. Freight has been a real issue, and so much of our stock has been delayed. We've been waiting. Finally, this has landed through a lot of effort on Sonia's part, and I know this has happened to most of the labels that we sell here at Sequins and Sand. There's been a lot of freight delays. So now, special treat, we are going live every Wednesday here on our Facebook page at Sequins and Sand, and it also live streams to our YouTube channel too. So if you're watching from YouTube, hello to you. And so we go live on a Wednesday now, as well as a Friday, 12 o'clock Bris Vegas time. So that's Australian Eastern Standard Time. And we will showcase all the new, because things have been backlogging, right? So there's a lot that we've been waiting on, and now it's all starting to, land at once. So there's lots to show you. Let's get into it. This is the beautiful Florence print from Genevieve Swimwear. Let me just show you the print first up front. It's a paisley inspired print, a little bit, we call it, I reckon it's got sort of Indian origins there, a little bit batik-y. It is stunning. Hands up if you love blue, if blue is your favorite summer color. I've got to say, it is the most popular color for cozies that we sell here at Sequins and Sand. I think it even pips black at the post. Yes, hard to believe, I know. But this is the beautiful Florence print. Now, there are 9 pieces or 8 pieces. Let me look at my notes. 8 pieces in this range. There's one that hasn't quite landed here. It's probably in the post as we speak. Poor old Sonia had to find it and locate it for me. But we will press on with what we've got here, because there's still heaps to show you. Now, if we get time, we don't run out of time, I'll showcase all of them for you. But there's a lot to get through. And if we don't get through it in around about the half an hour, 45 minutes that I like to allocate for these lives, I don't want you snoring and going to sleep, girls, then I'll show you where you can find them all on the website, and you can go through and have a look at your leisure. But let's start with this one. In this range, I need to tell you that everything that I'll show you today in the Florence range is chlorine resistant. That's the fabric that it's made from. So what does that mean? Chlorine resistant fabric has been made to withstand the rigors of a chlorinated environment. So if you're in the pool often, or if you do aqua aerobics or hydrotherapy, where you are in a pool a lot for pleasure or for recovery and therapy, then a chlorine resistant fabric is going to outlast a regular swimsuit fabric, hands down. That's what it's made to withstand. So everything that you see today in the Florence range, and everything from Genevieve, which is why I love stocking this label, is chlorine resistant. So you don't have to deal with boring prints anymore or boring shapes. You can look fantastic when you work out in something like this. Now, the other thing that I love about the Genevieve range is I think all but one, and this is the one exception that I'll show you today, are mastectomy friendly. So if you've had a mastectomy and you now wear bust prosthesis, everything, 90% of the Genevieve range is mastectomy friendly. So it's got the pouches built into the bust area so that you can pop your prostheses in there. Isn't that fantastic? It's so good. And some of the styles are rated UPF50 plus. What does that mean? That means it's like wearing sunscreen. So, hard to reach places like the back of your neck and up the top. You don't have to reapply. If you wear something like the scuba suit, it's like wearing sunscreen without the sliminess. And some of you get skin irritations from it as well. So all of the goodness is built in to these cozies. I love it. So let's have a look at this shape-friendly style here. This is the crossover front in a one piece, and it is available in sizes 12 to 20. It's really good. See how it's got a triangle shaped cup, girls? I love a triangle shaped cup if you've got a smaller bust cup size. So this would be great for a C up to a double D cup. But if you're a B, I reckon this is worth a try as well. So with the shape of the cup, it's very flattering for a smaller bust. Also, see the ruching it's a twist front here. If I can show this to you. This here is two folds of fabric that come in underneath the bust area. See that? They are intertwined in the front. Very clever. Now, what that does is it brings the attention to the empire line just under the bust, right? Just like you would do with your clothing. If this is your narrowest part, so if you're a classic triangle shape or what is known as a pear, then this cozy is going to work fantastically for you. Sometimes that pear shape, that triangle shape, has a smaller bust proportional to the hip area. So again, being fashioned and made for a smaller bust size proportionally, and with that ruching under the bust area, those two straps that are crossing over in the front, all the attention is up here, girls, where we see your beautiful face. So it will balance out your shape as well. So great if you're a triangle or pear shape, look for this one. And a great shape for an hourglass figure. It will highlight a waist beautifully. Now, it's also got, a bit hard to see in the print, and prints are the masters of disguise. That's what we love about prints. There is a line of ruching down the sides. So that means this has got some gentle ruching around the tummy area as well. So this I would put, if someone said to me, I think I'm an apple shape, I've got a fuller, rounder tummy, and that's my most prominent part, I would definitely go for this cozy. This is what I would select for you if you asked me, what do I get if I'm around a tummy shape? So this shape here, the crossover one piece in the Florence print, is great for a triangle or pear shape, great for a rounder tummy shape, and those who have a smaller bust and want to keep the attention up. It's got some lovely ruching for flattering the tummy across the tummy area. And look at this, girls, around the back, a nice high back. That's going to sit above your bra line. And then the straps are fully adjustable, just like a bra. Now, they're not overly wide, and you wouldn't really need that because this isn't built for an F or a G cup, right? It's built for up to a double D, maybe an E. But definitely, I think start from a B and up to a double D. That's where I'd go. Let's have a look on the inside, because we know that it's important for you to understand how these cozies are made so that you know whether they're going to do the job for you, right? It's all in their features. So turning this cozy inside out, we can see it's fully lined front and back. And in the front, it's lined with what we call power mesh. See how you can see through that? Power mesh is great. Power mesh will give you extra tummy support without being constrictive, but I'd like to call it about an extra half a size. So power mesh front and also continues around the bust area as well, just to keep those triangles in place. And then we've got regular swimsuit fabric. Well, it'll be a chlorine-resistant version. Nice and soft fabric at the back. There we go. It's a good bum cover as well, this cozy. It's got what I'd call a moderate bottom coverage. So a great all-rounder, really figure-flattering for those shapes that I mentioned earlier, and available in sizes 12 to 20. Find it in the swimwear one-piece section of our online store. And at the end of this, I'll show you where to go to find that at Sequins and Sand. It's $139. Really well priced for all of the features, beautifully made, high quality fabric that is made for chlorinated environments. Remember that, girls? That's where you get value for money, right? When you buy stuff that's built to last. So that was the first piece in the Florence range. What will we look at next? Let me have a look. Let's keep going with the one pieces. Let's go with a classic. Now, what I love about this one, it's called the pin tuck side panel, one piece. Our designers like to get very literal with how they describe things. So if I just remember that the camera is the opposite way, there are some very light gathers. They're pin tucks on the sides. Now, what these panels do on the side is they just help to create a nice curve or visual waist for you when you're wearing this very classically simple styled one piece. It is straight through. So lovely, simple styling, a lovely, eternally classic cut. There is a little bit of ruching along the tummy area, not a huge amount, but nice. And then good bottom coverage. It also has a mid-high back. That would probably go down to around about your bra level, maybe a little bit lower. And then the straps are wider on this one. So that's going to give you a little bit more support around your bust as well and help to spread the load. I liken it to wearing wedges versus a stiletto, right? If you've got the load, wearing a wider straps is going to help it make it feel a bit more comfortable on your shoulders. Unfortunately, because of the width, and Sonia and I have talked about this, she chooses width over adjustability with some of her styles. It's hard to make a strap like that fully adjustable, but I guess what you could always do is just take it up in the length if you need to. But it's a beautiful classic style, straight through, so it would suit a rectangle shape if you're straight through, an hourglass shape. If you've got a really full tummy, not sure that it's going to be the most flattering. But if you do laps or you're doing your hydrotherapy or aqua aerobics, it's a great classic to get in the water and do your thing with, being made from chlorine-resistant fabric. Now, the other beautiful thing about this cozy is it goes up to a size 30. Yes, you heard me right. It starts at a 12 and goes up to a 30. I love that. Again, a very inclusive range from Genevieve. Let's have a look underneath, because there's not much to talk about on the outside, right? It all happens underneath, girls, with the features. So there is how you get your bust support. There is strong, wide underbust elastic, and I reckon that's over an inch wide, a good almost 3 centimeters. Great underbust elastic. And this one is a mastectomy friendly style. So also in that bust area, we've got nice wide opening. I love that about Sonia's Genevieve range, is that the openings, you can actually get your prosthesis in without having to, wrangle it in and damage it, and it'll sit comfortably in there. This cozy is fully lined, again at the front with power mesh to give us an extra bit of tummy support. And then it's got the plain swimsuit fabric at the back as well. And across the bust, that's the same plain swimsuit fabric, but it's really soft. So again, if you've got some scarring or you've had some work done and your skin is a bit sensitive there, then this is going to give you a reasonable amount of coverage with the scoop neckline, but the fabric is nice and soft and gentle against your skin. So that sits reasonably high, this neckline, not super high, but above a bra line, typically, definitely, with this one. So that's the pin tuck side panel, one piece in the Florence range. Available in what sizes, girls? Up to a 30. Yeah, incredible. 12 to 30. And again, $139. Okay, sticking with the one pieces, let's keep working through. This one I absolutely love. So Genevieve, the Genevieve range, there's a couple of zip up styles coming through. And what makes this zip up different to others that we stock in other labels is that it has the pouches for prosthesis. So this is a mastectomy friendly style. Now this is a sample size in a 16, and that's a pretty generous 16. So this is a fairly generous cut on this particular zip up style. The zip up one piece in the Florence print. It's got a lovely piping detail. You can see the piping in white there that runs all the way along the front and back neckline, and it just helps to lift the print a little bit. There's also these piped details here. Now those curves, believe it or not, girls, help to create a visual curve as well. Just these fine little details and features. Deeches, that's a combination of detail and features. Did you get that? It's a new word. These deeches help to create these side panels, and with the gentle curve of the piping, just will visually get you to appreciate a curve. So if you've lost your waist or you're trying to create a little bit more shape with your curve, maybe you're a straight through rectangle or around a tummy shape, then this will help to do that. It's just a lovely classic cut with the additional little features of, front access with the zipper. Now, if you've got a gammy shoulder or you've had an operation or it's difficult for you to get in and out of your cozy, this is a great one to go with because you can undo that front zip and just step into it, bring it over your shoulders and zip it up from the front. So think about that if you are recovering from some surgery or an injury or, life's caught up as it catches up with all of us, and it's a bit more difficult to move. This is a great swimsuit, a lovely, simple style. Now, on the inside, because of the zip, the cups are naturally separated because the zip goes all the way through the front, but there is still bust support for each individual boob, right? So again, that really generous thick underbust elastic, and there is the lovely fine swimsuit fabric. Now this one is not lined in power mesh. Actually, I lied, it is. It is lined in power mesh for a bit of extra tummy support, but you can see there, girls, where you get the bust support in this one, and the spot, like I said earlier, to put your bust prosthesis in if you've had a mastectomy. Beautifully lined all the way through. Great bottom coverage, nice and modest. I wouldn't call it a retro low leg, but it will give you good bottom coverage. So that is the zip up one piece in Florence range. This comes in sizes 12 to 26. I'll say that again, sizes 12 to 26. Isn't that brilliant? And it's chlorine resistant. So it will withstand the rigors of a chlorinated pool environment far better than general everyday swimsuit fabric will. It's $139. All of the one pieces in this range, with the exception of the scuba suit, which has got a lot more fabric in it, and I'll show you why in a minute, are $139. So for the girls who like to lap it up and do their laps in the pool, take a look at this one. This is a new style in the Genevieve range this summer. This is a racer back, or it's called the high neck racer. Really high neck on this one. That neckline sits on your collarbone, girls. So again, a mastectomy friendly style. And what I love about this one is that I know quite often you have your scarring and sensitivity up high, and this one takes care of that with the coverage. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful and brilliant? Again, that clever little piping detail that takes the eye down and around, visually creating a curve. And then at the back, check that out. Look at that. You've got these beautiful little straps that meet at the middle here with a buckle. That's a really cute detail. But what they do, they're clever. They not only look good, they perform a great function in that they help to pull across the fabric side to side. So when you've got this cozy on, it's going to sit nice and firmly across that bust area. Really handy, again, if you want to use your prosthesis and had a mastectomy, or when you're moving about in the pool, doing your aqua, your hydro, whatever you're doing that's a bit more vigorous, then it's going to help to keep you in place. It's got a clip here at the back, and that's how you get in and out of it. I'll just take it off the hanger. You step into it, and then you got to do it up like that high at the back of your neck. And it clips like that. So 2 moves together and click it in. And there you can see the beautiful outline of the back. It's like a giant keyhole. So the front cuts in a little bit here, but still gives great boob coverage on the side. It's a great piece if you are moving about a lot in the water. Good bum coverage, just another classic, but thoughtfully designed, right? So it's designed with many women in mind, active girls who, might need a little bit help with their bust support and put their prosthesis in. Now, the bust support is a little bit different in this one in that it does go all the way across with that shelf bra. And again, beautiful, soft, chlorine-resistant fabric in the front. And this one here does not have the power mesh. It's just that regular swimsuit fabric for chlorine pools, front and back, all the way through. So fully lined. And again, that goes towards comfort and feeling good too. It helps to help you feel a bit more secure in your cozy when it's lined all the way through. So another great piece. This one here comes in sizes, let me have a look here, 12 to 20 in this range here. And it's shape-wise, I think this one will suit definitely rectangles and hourglasses, but, this is more about function, and this is more about just getting in there and doing your laps and getting active. So we had Maria from the Cozy Confidence crew in our recent shoot in the Coral Palms, and she is a triangle shape, a classic pear shape, and she looked great in this. I think the high neck suits that shape if you've got a smaller bust as well. The high neck works well, and straight through. This will work on just about every shape. It's got features and functions for everybody. But a real workhorse, I think, one for the active girls out there. So this one, again, is $139, and you'll find it in the swimwear one-piece section. It'll also appear in the chlorine-resistant section as well. So that was the racer back. How are we doing for time? Oh, nearly 12:30. Okay. I think we're going to get through it all. I'm trying to race through. I hope that you're enjoying this and you're getting a lot out of it. Just let me know. It's hard for me to post comments now that we're going, but let me know what you're enjoying about this range. Now, that's the one pieces there. Just double checking. Yes. What about this one piece? This is pretty special, girls. Sonia from Genevieve calls her long-sleeved one-pieces scuba suits, and they are becoming really popular. And again, you can see the clever placement of these curves, right? The visual curves. Now, unlike the piping on the other suits, this one is done with paneling. So Sonia's got some plain navy panels on the side that pick up the navy in the print, but you can see, girls, that will visually help to create a curve and give you a lovely outline, give you back your waist if you've lost it over the years, but only visually. And it's got the zip up front. So again, you get into it from the front and bring it over your arms. Now, It will be trickier if you are a bit inhibited in your movement. It will be trickier to get in the long sleeve. There is no doubt about that, compared to the no sleeve version. But if you don't have that problem and you just want the convenience of not having to put sunscreen on, every half an hour on the beach, particularly if you're swimming and you've got to reapply, then this is a great option. It is UPF 50 plus rated, and again comes in that chlorine resistant fabric. This is a really soft C-res fabric, girls. When the girls tried it on at the shoot, they couldn't believe how soft it felt on. It's a really beautiful feeling. So at the back, we've got the mimicked curves, again, just to bring those sides in for us and to visually create a waist. Sits up nice and high at the back as well, and good bum coverage. At the front, it's got this little mandarin collar, so it will sit above your collarbone as well. So this is maximum sun coverage up the top, arms and chest and top of the back. Let's have a look on the inside. Again, Sonia has hit it out of the park. Sonia has made this one mastectomy friendly as well, girls, and I'll show you. There we go. There are the pockets there for you to put in your prostheses. And if we just try and, this one's a bit trickier to fold inside out with those sleeves, but this is a single lining with the sleeves so they don't get too hot and they don't get too bulky. And then at the back, you've got fully lined back and front, okay? Fully lined back and front. And again, because the zip will divides the cozy in the front, I'll just try and zip that up a bit. The bust support is split, but each boob is supported individually with that really strong underbust elastic and lined with that lovely soft chlorine resistant fabric on the inside. And yes, we've got power mesh, that's right, across the tummy, just to give you extra tummy support without being super sucky and uncomfortable. We're not all about that. We're not, we don't suffer for our fashion here. We believe in comfort before speed, girls. So this is a great cozy. This one is a bit more expensive because it does have a lot more fabric to it, but I love the fact that it's chlorine resistant, UPF 50 plus, and if you've had a mastectomy and wear bust prostheses, there's room for you to put those in, girls. I just love the thoughtfulness. Now, this one is 145, so it's a little bit more than the others because of the extra fabric that's there, and it goes up to a size 20. Starts at a 12 and goes to a 20. And again, you'll find it in the one-piece, swimwear one-piece section of our online store. It also appears in the sun safer and rashies section because it is like a rashie to swim in, right? But it's all in a one piece. Rashie meets one piece with this style. So that is the scuba suit in Florence from Genevieve Swimwear. So that's all of our one pieces. We've had the crossover front, remember, for a smaller bust size, pear shape, triangle shape, bring the attention up. Also rounded tummy shape works well for that one. Then we've had the pin tuck side panels where we've got those beautiful pin tucks on the side, help to create a little bit of visual curve, but a nice straight through classic cut. And then this one here being the other zip front without the sleeves. And the racer for our girls who like to work out and swim those laps in the water and do their hydrotherapy, or need that extra coverage right up high, but don't want it around their back. There we go. So they're the other one pieces that we've looked at. It's tankini time. Who loves a tankini? So many of you tell me that you like tankinis because of the convenience, right, of being able to get in and out of them very easily. The other thing is that you can mix and match. Now, with this print, you could wear your tankinis with a navy bottom or a black bottom. Let's have a look at the first one. Now, this sold really well last season for us, particularly for the girls who are wanting to do water workouts and who were looking for an extra long tankini. So if you're long in the body, this is great for you. Or if you want that extra overlap and coverage to your bottoms, then this will give that to you. It is a long tankini. It is called the scoop neck. It's got a scoop neck front and back, nice and simple, fully adjustable sleeves, straps that work just like your bra strap does. And it is a firmer fitting tankini. There's no ruching in this one. It is literally just goes straight down, and it's got a firmer fit. And that's the other reason why this style was popular for those who do their water workouts. It will stay more in place and won't fill up with water like other tankinis might that have a line to them, or more ruching where, you know, it serves a purpose to give you a good tummy coverage and concealment, but it does let the water in. These ones are a firmer fit. This is also a mastectomy friendly style. Let's have a look. Great for the a B cup girls. I would wear this if you had a B, C, D, double D cup, but once you get over a double D, I think you start to max it out. So a great option if you've got a smaller bust. Fully lined front and back. And here we've got the shelf bra that extends all the way across. There we go, with that really super tough underbust elastic. And there's a little bit of power mesh in the front. Now with a tankini, you're going to get that extra bit of tummy support, but not as much as you do with a one piece, because the one piece is anchored between your legs, and that's automatically going to give you that extra feeling of security because of how it's physically made. But this tankini with the power mesh there and that straight through shape will be your best bet for a firmer fitting tankini if that's what you're needing to do. Because you know what? It's looking good in your swimsuit is one thing, but it's got to work for you and let you do what you want to do, right? So this tankini, very, very popular because it accommodates a smaller bust size and is a firmer fit and a longer length. So the scoop neck tankini goes up to a size, have a guess. What would you love it to go up to? It goes up to a 30. How amazing is that? Starts at a 12, goes up to a 30, and it's $89. Really good value. So as I said, because of the print, pick a color in the print, girls. Go for a blue bottom, like a navy, or a black would work equally well with this tankini. And you can find all of our bottoms in the swimwear, swimsuit bottoms, swimwear bottoms section of our online store. Super easy, right? Okay, one more tankini to go. Home stretch, girls. Look at this. This is a personal favorite. This one here is the twist top ruched front tankini. Like I said earlier, they like to name them exactly what they have. So twist front here across the bust. You can see that the ruching makes a crisscross shape. And then we've got the ruched center panel. So this one is awesome for girls with a rounder, fuller tummy shape with all of that ruching going on. That will give you the tummy coverage that you're after. And then if you're proportionally smaller in the bust, this ruching here will bring the attention up and visually boost your bust. Fantastic for a rounder tummy shape, an apple tape shape, girls. If you're a pear shape, again, it will bring the attention up and balance out your narrower top. And it also has these side panels. So with the side panels, that will help to, again, a bit like the pin tucks with the navy and like the scuba suit with the navy there, it visually will bring you in as well, just to help create a curve with those side panels. So look for those if that's what you want to do, if you want to create a little bit of shape, if you've lost your waist or don't have much of a waist. And if you've got one, it's a way to accentuate it even more. Now, at the back, this sits nice and high as well above the bra line, and you've got fully adjustable straps. Not overly wide, but decent. Wider at the front to give you good underarm and side bust coverage. This one here, again, which is what I love, mastectomy friendly, right? You can get your pouches in here, girls. Look at that. A really nice, generous opening for your prosthesis. And, you know, it sits about there. So not super low, not super high, probably a mid-height across the bust area. That's where you get your bust support as well from. Oh, it's just got a finer elastic underneath the bust. Fully lined front and back, and in the front, yep, there's the power mesh again for a little bit more support. So this one here, a bit more to it than the other one. So this is $99 and goes up to size 24. So both the Tankinis have a really good size range in them for you girls. If you've got a B cup, probably maybe a C. Let me have a good look. Yeah, might get a B in there. Might be a little bit too much fullness, but definitely a C, D, double D, and probably even up to an E with this one. It's got a little bit more coverage than the scoop neck does. But this is a beautiful, beautiful tankini, really thoughtfully made and very figure flattering. So, I don't know about you, but I need a glass of water after all that. That's a lot of talking. And can I just show you this? See these colors? Don't they go well? Now, these are coming as well. We've got to load them up on the website. There is a lovely cotton caftan. There is a white beach dress, button through. There is another white beach dress with pin tucks. Great if you want to boost up the top there and bring the attention up. And then there's a black version of like the white one I just showed you. That's the resort wear that goes back with the range from Genevieve. Yay! That's their first venture into quite a bit more with their resort wear range. So that is Florence. Florence just landed here, and now I'll dive in onto the website and show you where you can get it. Let me just come in here and share my screen with you. Oh, there I am. And there's all the beautiful girls there. So when you land on Sequins and Sand, a few things to know. sequinsandsand.com.au. I want you to find all of this in the swimwear. You can go into plus size swimwear if you want. That's where size 16 and up is stored, but they're all in here in swimwear. Then these are the subcategories, right? So today we've been talking one pieces and tankinis. So go into one piece and there they are. Boom, 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 boom. All lined up beautifully for you. Here's the lovely Amelia doing a great job there. And there is the zip up with without the sleeves. So Amelia is a 16E, I would say. That's her size and shape. Sorry, her shape is an hourglass. That's her size. And you can see the difference here, girls, with the triangle cup, right? So if she's an E, you can see that there is room in there for her E cup. Let's have a look on the side. Yeah, see, she probably needs those straps done up a little bit tighter there, but you can see that all the attention is here with this particular one piece. There we go. And then we've got the pin tuck. You can see how this one sits higher, right? Sits higher on the neckline. It's a classic cut, a little bit of ruching across the tummy. And there's those side panels. You can see how it fits snugly into the back there. That's that one. And then we've got the racer for our speedies who like to do their water workouts and swim those laps. It's a great cozy for that. Look, good coverage there on Amelia and a nice high neckline. All these are mastectomy friendly styles, girls. You can see how those straps just help to hold everything in place. There we go. Now, then we had a couple of tankinis. So we go into swimwear. Then we go to tankinis. There's a lovely Maria. And we've got the two styles, the scoop neck. You can see how that's not as much coverage in the side of her bust there, girls. So I think this starts to max out at a double D, and she's about an E, I reckon. But you can see how it's a nice firmer fit. That's what the girls love about this one. And it's quite a long length, see? Okay, and then here in the twist top, the last one we just saw, isn't that beautiful? So it sits a little bit higher. You can see it's got that side bust coverage like we talked about because the strap is wider. It comes in under the arm. It's just a purely how it's made. And see that lovely side panel coming in there? That's where it helps to create that visual curve through there. And then she's got the ruching all the way across the front. Nice long length again as well. Oh, where are my arrows gone? Oh, there's no more. That's the only picture. But it's got the higher back. So that is all the Genevieve. That's where you'll find it, girls. Now, if you're not sure about your size, did you know that we've got the change room where all the help you need is on one page? It's up here near the bikini icon. And what you can do is if you've got any questions, the level of advice you need, just click on the rectangle that suits you. Or if you want to dive in, grab your tape measure. This is what I do. When someone says, Anita, what size am I? What should we do? This is what we do. We say, get out your tape measure, take your measurements, put in your bust, waist and hips, and straight away, let's put in, all right, let's make something up, 90. Oh, that's tall, small. We don't have many of those. Right, 99 is a 12. What if you're 110 bust? You're an 18. Then if you've got a waist of 104, what are you? You're a 20. And then hips might be 115. What's that? Right. So this person has an 18 bust, a 20 waist, and an 18 hips. So I'd go look for an 18. That's where I'd start. And then having a 20 tummy that's a little bit wider, or the hip area might, tummy area a bit wider. Having a one size difference should be accommodated quite easily. So you can get the size based on the measurements you put in will appear magically on the screen for you when you choose the swimsuit calculator. Then we've got our 30-day no fuss free returns where we pay for the postage back to us if you want a size swap or a refund. You need to send it back if you live in Australia. So we make it really easy, girls. That's what we're here to do. We want you to live your summer brimming with confidence, and we will do everything in our power to help you get the right fitting cozy. Because we know with the right fitting cozy, the confidence will grow and it will let you do what you want to do this and every summer. And goodness knows, this summer, once you're able to get free and out there, you want to hit it hard and do it right. Do it the way you want to do it to make those wonderful memories. Get the right fit, get the right cozy with us. It is the ticket to doing what you want to do, to make those memories and to live your summer the way in your heart you want to, no holding back. And with that, you are free to be me. You can do whatever you like and feel fantastic while you're doing it. That's our mission. We're here to help you. You know where to find us. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let us know if there's anything in the Florence range that you'd like to know a little bit more about. Leave a comment in the discussion area there to the right. Even if you're tuning in on the recording, we can go back and see those comments anytime because it's stored forever on the Sequins and Sand Facebook page. And if you joined us from YouTube, the same goes for you too. Thanks very much. We'll see you on Friday when we look at more swimwear from Genevieve, this time the bandana noir print in black and white. Thanks, girls. See ya.